Have you ever wondered why you can't stop yourself? Why you keep repeating the same thing even when you know it is destroying you from the inside? You promise yourself again and again, this is the last time, yet somehow that last time keeps coming back like a loop that never ends. It begins so harmlessly, a little curiosity, a moment of boredom, maybe a touch of loneliness. But before you even realize it, that small spark turns into a craving, a desire that starts to control you. In the beginning, you believe you're in control. You convince yourself that you can stop whenever you want. But soon the truth hits. You're not the one in control anymore, it's controlling you. You start losing your energy, your focus, your willpower. That inner fire, that spark of motivation you once had, slowly fades into darkness. You try to fight back. You delete the videos. You make promises to yourself. You swear to never go back. But then, in a single weak moment, one small trigger, you fall back into the same cycle again. The guilt hits you hard. You feel disgusted, ashamed, frustrated with yourself. You look in the mirror and ask, what's wrong with me? But the truth is, there's nothing wrong with you. You've just been trapped. Trapped by something designed to keep you addicted, something that feeds on your dopamine, slowly draining your strength, your confidence, and your purpose. You see, what you're trapped in isn't just a habit. It's a psychological cage, built carefully, layer by layer, around your own desires. At first, it gives you pleasure. It rewards you instantly. You feel good, relaxed, satisfied. But deep inside, something darker starts to happen. Your brain begins to rewire itself. That same source of pleasure starts becoming your only escape. The real world, with its goals, dreams, and challenges, begins to fade into the background. Your mind starts craving quick pleasure, not long-term growth. You stop enjoying small things. You lose interest in work, in study, in people, in life itself. Because now, your brain is addicted to one thing, instant dopamine. And here's the cruel part. The more you consume, the less it satisfies you. What once excited you now feels dull. So, you chase more, darker, deeper, and more extreme. It's like your brain keeps demanding a higher dose of poison to feel the same effect. This is how addiction tightens its grip, not all at once, but slowly, silently, without you even realizing it. And one day you wake up and wonder where your focus went, where your confidence disappeared, where your energy died. You feel hollow. You scroll endlessly, procrastinate endlessly, and yet, you don't know why you feel so empty. Your brain has been hijacked. Your reward system, the part that gives you motivation, discipline, and drive, is now confused. It can't tell the difference between real achievement and fake pleasure. That's why you struggle to feel excitement for your goals. That's why even simple tasks feel heavy. That's why you've lost the spark you once had. But remember this. It's not your fault. You were never weak. You were just unaware of how deeply this system manipulates you. It's a trap built to profit from your weakness. Every click, every scroll, every view, someone out there earns from your loss of control. At some point, the guilt becomes unbearable. You start hating yourself for what you've become. Every night you promise to change. Every morning you wake up feeling the same emptiness. You try to fill that void again with the same habit that caused it, just for a few minutes of escape. But the more you escape, the deeper you fall. You feel like two people living inside one body. One part of you screaming to break free, to rebuild your life, and another part whispering, just one more time. And that whisper wins again and again, until you stop trusting yourself. You start to believe you'll never change. But deep inside, something still burns. A small voice, a faint light, reminding you that this isn't who you are. You were born with strength, with discipline, with dreams that once made your eyes shine. That light is still there, buried under layers of guilt and self-doubt, waiting for you to reach for it. The truth is, you don't need to fight the darkness. You just need to stop feeding it. Every time you say no, every time you resist the urge, that light grows stronger. You begin to take back your power, one decision at a time. You start realizing that this addiction never made you happy. It only numbed your pain. But real strength isn't in escaping pain. It's in facing it, understanding it, and transforming it into something that builds you instead of breaking you. And then comes the moment of truth, when you finally realize that no one is coming to save you. Not motivation videos, not quotes, not temporary promises. Only you can save yourself. You understand that self-control isn't about force, it's about awareness. You start noticing your triggers, what leads you toward weakness, and you begin to break those chains one by one. You learn to sit with your emotions instead of running away from them. The same energy you once wasted on guilt and shame. You start pouring into growth. You begin to rebuild your focus, your confidence, your purpose. It's not easy. There will be days when you'll fall again, when your mind will whisper that it's hopeless. But this time, you won't hate yourself for it. You'll stand back up because now you understand and progress isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. You'll learn that real dopamine doesn't come from fake pleasure. It comes from achievement, from discipline, from becoming stronger than your urges. Every morning you rise early, every task you complete, every temptation you overcome. It's like forging steel inside your soul. Slowly, your energy returns. Your mind becomes sharper. The world starts to feel alive again. You begin to remember who you truly are. Someone who doesn't need an escape to feel alive. Someone who finds meaning in the struggle itself. And then, something beautiful happens. You start to feel alive again. Not because you escaped your darkness, but because you faced it. You no longer run from your urges, you understand them. You no longer depend on fake pleasure. You create real satisfaction through effort, through purpose. The same mind that once felt like a battlefield becomes your greatest weapon. You wake up with focus, you move with intention, and you live with clarity. The chains that once controlled you begin to break one after another, until you finally realize freedom was never out there. It was always inside you. You just had to reclaim it. You see, this journey isn't about becoming perfect. It's about becoming powerful enough to control your own desires. When you win that inner battle, no addiction, no distraction, no temptation can dominate you again. You walk through life with calm strength, not because the world got easier, but because you became stronger. And now when you look in the mirror, you no longer see guilt. You see growth. You see the person you were always meant to be, focused, disciplined, unshakable. Remember this. Your mind is not your enemy. It's your greatest ally once you learn to master it. And mastery doesn't begin when everything feels right. It begins the moment you decide to rise, no matter how many times you've fallen. Because in the end, true power isn't in controlling the world. It's in controlling yourself.